like the sun, lights up the earth in the night of my life. The only one I've ever seen with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came right on my way. Sing my whole scenery. You know it's only seen beauty. You couldn't make a brighter thing. An ordinary thing, the supernaturality. And know who you are, brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I'll be just where you are. And you are my African, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ting-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You remind me of my thing, and that is the African beauty. Trying to wash away the memories of you there. I want to be there, and I tell it to the moon that there's no salvation there. The morning comes too soon. You let me carry your blue. I've got the sunshine, but I haven't got you. Paradise of love, oh yes. And one more sunset, shadows grow so low before my eyes. And the moving across the bay. Suddenly the day turns into night. Far away, wonder how they have the power to shine, shine, shine. I can see them under the fire that don't hesitate. 'Cause your love cannot wait. Ooh, baby, I love you every day. I wanna tell you I love you every day. I wanna be with you night and day. Don't believe me, it's true. What else is there for me to do? You got to I've been waiting for you to come right in. And now that we are together, think of my troubles, come on. Oh, 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 oh. You got a smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight. You know you could have been a handle. The way you say, you know you could have been a broom. Baby, you're so sweet. You know you could have been a perfume. Really, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can say the way you do it. I like the way you do the things you do. Really, yes, you are. You know you could have been a flower. You could move close to me. You know you could have been an hour. The way you set me on my feet. Baby, you're so sweet. You know you could have been a perfume. Really, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can say the way you do the things you do. I like the way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. I like the way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. I like the way you do the things you do. The way you do the things you do. I like the way you do the things you do. Back down there, give me another drop. I'll make it satisfied. Come back down there, give me another drop. I'll make it satisfied. Don't you know what it is if you don't know? Kaya teti kumiza woja. Omaneti babi yokoera. Misima. Kalamaki. gofe mami. Tengo sola se cantaba. Amazima. Como cuando gofe mami. Tengo sola se cantaba. E eu não quando había tempo E a te chiquirengada Chega masebo.
Thank you very much, Abeeka Band. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment for cake cutting has come. It's time to celebrate the milestone we've achieved as nutrition. But also, we want to celebrate with the Harvest Money Expo for achieving their 8th edition. And we commemorate that by cutting cake. So I'd like to invite General Manager of Tunga Nutrition, representative from Utrecht, from Unga. I'd like to invite the CEO of Vision Group to come and celebrate. Some of our sponsors, EXPO, sponsors of Harvest Money Expo, EXPO, Koika, Technosan. So this cake is made of Tunga Nutrition products and some of the animals that eat our products. I see a chicken, a broiler and a layer with some eggs. It's very interesting and I hope it tastes nice. So we are going to cut this cake at the count, so we all get to hold the knife, hands on the knife. Just wait for the ambassador. Yes. Yes, Juliet from Technosound. We're waiting for you. Great. Hold the knife. We start counting. The count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Congratulations to Tunga Nutrition. Congratulations to the 8th and success of the 8th Harvest Money Expo. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. So we'll take our seats, we'll get the ushers to help us to have the cake. And at this moment we are going straight to the feed mill tour. So I will lead. So as the cake takes its round, Abeeka Band, please continue.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, as the team goes for the tour and as we wait to enjoy the cake. I cannot wait to have Abeeka Band perform, guys. They are in the house. Yes. You can take over.
Anybody will want fight, let them come, they already know. I'll be right beside you, like the wall of Jericho. They don't know what's going on. Monagis on my baby boo. I'll be a soldier for you, I'm getting better in Kung Fu. And you should know I got you. And you don't need to get me too. I'll be right beside you in anything that you do. And if you ever need saving, I'll be running to you. I'll be running to you, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running. I'll be running to you, running to you. Anywhere that you go to.
Excellency, One Ambassador, Deputy Ambassador of the Netherlands, the MD of the Vision Group, our host, Tunga Nutrition and your board, the partners who are supporting the 8th edition of Harvest Money, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to thank the host for this occasion, and I want to thank New Vision for consistently prioritizing agriculture in their sector of development journalism. I think we need to give them a round of applause. Madam Barbara Kaija once said that correct journalism, especially development journalism, requires money. So I want to thank New Vision for consistently investing in development journalism that focuses on agriculture, which touches the lives of almost 70 to 80% of our citizens. I thank you and congratulate you. Recently, we were at the 28th COP meeting. As ministers of agriculture from the different countries, when we discussed the many things, the challenges of the value chains, balancing it with the climate challenges, really our summary was like balancing three things: food, feed, and forestry. Forestry representing the environment. So this ecosystem, we need food. We need to feed the animals that also feed us. And then we must ensure that the forestry cover is there to continue giving us the ecosystem to support to continue supporting the biodiversity for the food and the feed. So really, when we have platforms like Harvest Money to discuss these issues in detail, in a balanced way, I feel our work and my work as Minister of Agriculture is being done, and I thank you for that. I was speaking to Tunga. I asked them, do you now do concentrates here? They said yes. Including for poultry, they said yes. So if that's true, congratulations and thank you. Because you all know the import bill for concentrates, especially for the poultry farmers. Poultry farming is apparently a very big employment sector for urban farmers. And you all know the demand you have for those products. So, but the farmers were really, the bill was big, getting concentrates from Holland, from elsewhere. So if Tunga Nutrition and others, you are able to use the formula you showed me, is it for concentrates? The soybean, the maize, and then you have the premixes. So I will congratulate you today and congratulate you more if I get more testimonies from the poultry farmers that they are finding it comfortable. Animal feeds, we are now making a law in Parliament. Please take interest in it, study it as stakeholders. Where you feel it's not serving you right, point out the areas of improvement. We are open to that. But the reason why we came up with that law, it was first of all to protect the consumers, the farmers and the animals. Number two, to protect genuine investors like you, so that not everybody can claim to be producing animal feed with any formulation, without any science or nutrition behind it. So some people were not happy with the law, and I would want to hear where are the areas of discomfort. Pick interest. It's now in Parliament, and Parliament is an open space for everybody. If you express interest, you will go and meet the committee and let me know if you have any difficulty. We will organize them to meet with you, and you give your views before we can have it passed and signed by the president. So make sure you have your input there, and I can pledge to you where we are proposing an unfavorable legislation, I will concede to your reform if it is logical and it can continue to guarantee our objective of creating a feed industry that is sustainable and safe for everybody. So to the farmers who attend Harvest Man, I want to assure you, New Vision, I'm sure you know, the revolution you've caused is interesting. We have many young educated farmers joining farming. So we congratulate them. It's no longer the farming of my mother who is long gone, God bless her. It's no longer the farming of the illiterate people. People are investing in farming. And let's continue this call. Let's continue making the clarion call. Let's guide them. Let's make it easier for them. Yes. Somebody has idle land. I want to do coffee. I want to do macadamia. I want to start poultry. So I'm happy I have our ED of NADS is here. Dr. Mugas, you can stand up. He's one of your partners. Let's continue in our partnerships to continue to out messages that are simple for beginners. Yes. Everybody can be farmer anytime as long as you have land, isn't it? Yes. But even if it's small, your back of house can also be your garden. So let's simplify for people. If you want to start this, we've managed to produce some agribusiness enterprise profiles. New Vision has equally done great work in that space. Thank you, Joshua Kato and your team and New Vision. We read the pullouts are great. So we want farmers to know this. If I want to start, for example, now there is a debate on in terms of sustainability, zero grazing. Is it sustainable? We need to hear this. There's some debate that is misleading. Some people suggest that zero grazing is environmental and friendly. Because cows concentrate and produce a lot of methane. We need some of these things discussed so as not to confuse our farmers. Yes. What is friendly to the environment and what is desired for us to be done. So these platforms help a great deal in teaching people how to participate in the value chain. And that discussion is important. When we talk of the value chain, we were able to do a triad. Maybe at some point I'll share it with Don. And you see, you have production and all that is associated with production. Then you have the processing, the value addition and processing, which is at primary stage, secondary stage, tertiary stage. Even cleaning the grain is some value addition. And then of course you have the market is central in this value chain. I can sell fresh from the garden. I can add value and process and sell. So different players are there at these stages of the value chain. Of course, for a farmer to benefit, we encourage this farmer, if you're an extensive farmer, to try and complete the value chain at the farm. That's when you benefit. There are people trying, and I think that is what Harvest Money is trying to help them, to give them a platform to speak out. If you are able to complete the value chain on your farm, well and good. That means you are able. But even if you are not, partner with other people genuinely, not middlemen just to transact with you. If I am producing, but I'm not able to store in large quantities, I can partner with somebody who is able to aggregate our volumes. So that aggregator must have a honest and beneficial relationship with me, the small producer, or even large. I could be a large producer concentrating on production, but not really having time or resources to venture in value addition, in processing and distributing to markets. I could be interested in producing my 2,000 liters of milk, then I deliver them to Dawn to chill and process. I don't want to bother myself with those machinery things. So, but this person must have a respectful, beneficial relationship with me because I sustain his supply chain. If I don't, he has nothing to export. So really why I'm excited about this harvest money, farmers get to hear testimonies and get networks. So value chains is the way to go. But the players in the value chain must build beneficial, mutually benefiting relationships with each other so that nobody cheats the other. Because people were asking, where are the big money margins? At production? At value addition? At what? Of course at value addition there are bigger margins. So how do you also interest this farmer to also tap into these margins at the other stage of value addition? So thank you, Harvest Money, for making sure that these practical conversations happen. And I encourage the processors, make the producers your allies. Yes. Don't deny them knowledge such that they don't graduate to that space. They are not your rivals. You can all coexist. Share knowledge, ensure that the farm, and it's now easy. I was telling people of coffee, take heart. The EU restrictions aren't a threat to us. We can trace where our coffee comes from. It's not a problem. We can map our gardens. We can prove that we are not cutting trees. You get it? We are not yet, even when we are bush clearing, we tell people they are shade trees you don't bush clear. So we can really satisfy the needs of the new markets. We are not worried about that. Our forest cover is slowly coming up. So we can prove that our coffee is from a sustainable environment. Thank you so much, Don, for always inviting me. You are really inviting me to do my work. So I thank you for complimenting our efforts to really do extension. This is extension. Extension is nothing else but knowledge transfer. You can transfer knowledge practically in the garden through demonstration to a farmer. You can transfer knowledge through education. And there's no better education than the platform of Harvest Money. I thank you, and it's my pleasure to declare the mill open.
The Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze, the Deputy Ambassador of the Netherlands in Uganda, Mr. Jos van Etro, our dear sponsors present here, of course starting with Tunga Nutrition, who have put up a very colorful reception this morning. I think let's appreciate the team at Tunga. Our sponsors, the National Agriculture Advisory Services, Dr. Mugasi, the ED is here. Doctor, you're most welcome. Engineering Solutions, ENSOL, I think the team is represented. I've not seen my friend Med. Where's Med? Hey, you're most welcome, Med and team. Koika, who are our new partners on this journey, you're most welcome. That's the Korea Agro-Business Innovation Center, TechnoServe, and of course I must also recognize the very able Vision Group team here. Present we have our Deputy Managing Director and Company Secretary, Mr. Javin Janabo. We're also glad to have our Editor-in-Chief, Ms. Barbara Kaija, and many other staff of the Vision Group who have been working to put this together. Colleagues, today we are launching the 8th edition of the Harvest Money EXPO. And once again, I really want to take this opportunity to thank the partners and sponsors who have joined us in this nation-building event, despite the many challenges that we face at this time. Agriculture, as we all know, remains the backbone of our economy, with at least 60% of Uganda's population involved either directly or across its value chain. And it was in recognition of this important sector that the Vision Group decided to organize this annual event, where we basically bring all the key players in the agriculture value chain under one roof to be able to showcase what they are doing. For 7 years now, we've had very successful expos, and the impact is there for all of us to see. I don't want to sound boisterous, but I must say this is the best organized agriculture event in this country by far, and perhaps the region, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to really appreciate the partners who have been with us on this journey for all these years. In a special way, I want to thank the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze. As you all know, he has really become a permanent fixture at these events. Whenever we ask him to request him to come and grace these functions, he's always present. For today in particular, I know that we just had to actually lay an ambush for him. He has a very, very critical assignment that he's supposed to be going to, but we requested that he should grace us, even if it was just for a couple of minutes, and he agreed. Honorable Minister, we thank you. I must thank the Embassy of the Netherlands, who have continued to support us on this journey, not just with finances, but also supporting the exposure of Dutch technology at the Expo every year. You'll know that at the Expo, one of the most exciting places to visit is the Dutch village, where all the teams that are supported by the embassy come together and they showcase. Importantly, they even invite partners all the way from the Netherlands who come here and are able to showcase what they're doing. Deputy Ambassador, you might know that I'm sure you've heard this in this part of the world. When you're talking about something you think is very far more strong, we tend to say a chuma chomu Dutch, okay? It basically speaks about the good quality associated with a Dutch. So yeah, that just speaks to the quality of what you're able to showcase here. But importantly, the embassy also, beyond the Harvest Money Expo, actually works with us on another related exercise, which is the Best Farmers competition. And again, let me appreciate you for that support. Today, if you're going to talk about agriculture value addition, you must be able to talk about technology, and that's why I want to use this opportunity to appreciate two of our partners and sponsors, Endsol and Tunga Nutrition, because they basically focus on the concept of technology and how that can be used to add value to agriculture. So I want to appreciate you for signing up, and I'm very sure that you're going to get value for money. To the National Agriculture Advisory Services, you're doing a great job of advisory services in this country, and we want to thank you for signing up for the second year running on this expo. TechnoServe, your contribution to agriculture sector is very much appreciated, and now that you are actually sponsors, we want to commit as Vision Group that we are going to help make your work even much more pronounced. Koika, you're welcome on board. The Korean government, as we know, has been very supportive to the development of agriculture in Uganda, and we're glad that through Koika you are joining us in the Expo. To the sponsors who have signed up, and to the exhibitors who are perhaps watching and have not yet made up your mind, this event is live on TV, so I know people have tuned in. I want to assure you that this is the best agriculture expo in the land. if you're not at this expo, then I don't know where you're going to be if you're involved in the field of agriculture. I want to urge those who will be exhibiting at the expo to make sure that you have the right information for the people who will be coming. Ensure that you have your brochures, your catalogs, because from the past expos we've learned that after the first 2 days people run out of literature and people still want information. So kindly make sure that you're well stocked with information so that the people who are coming are able to get as much information as they can get. Also, if our sponsors and our exhibitors, if there's anything special that you want us to highlight, kindly get to our teams. I know that Angisol, for example, at these expos, you usually give a discount to those big machinery that you're always selling. Med, what is the discount this year? Is it 15%? I know you'll announce it, but yes, let us know if you have a special offer for farmers and show goers so that we support you in publicizing it. So to the farmers and all the interested parties out there, we promise you a very sumptuous buffet on 23rd to 25th February in Kololo. We want to urge you to come and showcase, importantly, keeping with our mission of generating and advancing content distributing content that advances society. We are very keen on making sure that the show goers get information. So this year we are going to hold 27 training sessions. So it is just not about being able to see what is on display, but we are also going to bring experts in different sectors, the value chain of agriculture, and they will be training you and they will be giving you expert information so that when you are able to go back to your farm or your shop or whatever it is, you actually have good information to be able to support whatever endeavor you're involved in. And as usual, I want to guarantee you that Kololo will be very secure. Have no worries, have no fears. So looking forward to seeing all of you in Kololo, 23rd to 25th February. And as usual, the entrance fee is a modest 10,000 shillings. But if you want to get into the training sessions, you'll just pay an extra 10,000. God bless you and thank you. Let me use this opportunity to invite the Deputy Ambassador to make his remarks, and thereafter the Minister will make his remarks. I just have to clarify that because we'll an ambush for the Minister, he will be leaving us after his remarks, but the program will continue after that. Thank you. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant moment as we come together to celebrate the fruition of seeds planted over the years. Our journey began in 2007. We introduced premixes, concentrates, and feed additives, catering to farms and distributors in the Ugandan market. This export venture has thrived for over 15 years. In 2013, discussions unfolded about a potential JV with Uganda. The vision was clear: address two key challenges in the market. One, the unavailability of high-quality animal feeds and concentrates, and two, the lack of robust technical support for farms at both animal production and feed production levels. As these discussions progressed, a pivotal moment arrived in March 2022 when an agreement was reached. Tunga Nutrition Uganda Limited was born with four key objectives. One, commence the construction of a cutting-edge 10 metric ton per hour animal feeds and concentrate plant with a primary focus on poultry, swine, and dairy. Two, drastically reduce the lead time between ordering, delivery to the final farmer. Three, guarantee continuous supply of top quality animal feeds products in the Ugandan market. And four, lower the cost of feed to the end farmer.
In coming up with the quality for our products, we have a highly experienced formulation team, which is composed of both local formulators and international formulators. It's a team that works together to ensure that they give us the formulations that have the best nutrients for your animals. So with this, we are sure that the moment we produce these products, you are getting the products with the highest quality you can ever get in this market.
I'm a feed formulator at Tunga Nutrition Uganda, and I am a veterinarian by profession. I serve a vital role of ensuring that the products that we release into the market are well balanced to suit the animal requirements in terms of nutrition. I also ensure that the raw materials that we bring in are exactly what we expect in terms of the specs that we are going to calculate to formulate the concentrates and the complete feed that we'll be producing and sending out in the market.
This project is not just a feed mill, it is actually a contribution to the development of the animal feeds value chain in Uganda. We as Tunga Nutrition are breathing life and some new life. There's already life going on, but we are bringing in new life. It means we are putting in some energy into the animal feeds value chain. What are we bringing on board? We are bringing on products that are known for quality that have been imported, and now we're bringing them to local production here. We're able to produce them, so that means that we are bringing
So what's our purpose? Our purpose is to feed the future, and our mission is growing together. So growing together with you, our farmers, growing together with you, our distributors, our partners, suppliers, and other key stakeholders in the Ugandan agricultural sector. We offer a wide range of products, from animal feeds, concentrates, premixes, fish feeds, and farm minerals. The animal feeds and concentrates we now produce locally. The other products we import from our sister company with representatives here, so from Egypt, from South Africa, Europe, and Kenya, which is Unga Farm Care. In terms of our services, we also offer our customers and farmers extensive services, from feed quality analysis, water quality assessments, and we also provide advisory services to our farmers. Now to the investment. So what we've set up today and what we're here to celebrate today is a 10 metric ton per hour state-of-the-art animal feed mill. And I know many of you have questions. Some of the questions would be, what does it mean to our farmers? What does it mean to our distributors? What does this investment mean to our partners and other key stakeholders? Now to our farmers, this means improved product availability. It also means reduced feed cost. I think since we started production in August 2022, what we've seen is the price of concentrates has dropped drastically to above 15%, which means that our final farmers would be able to mix more cheaper feed and will drive prosperity to farmers as well. And finally, it means real-time support to farms on best farm management practices. Now to our distributors, what does this mean? It means reduced stockouts. One of the problems and challenges that we had when we started the export venture was due to, I would say, constraints with supply chains and also long lead times. We had instances where there were a lot of stockouts. Now with the factory here, I think stockouts are a thing of the past now. We have, and we're guaranteeing reduced stockouts to our distributors. We're also guaranteeing better margins as well on feed sales and concentrate sales. And I'm sure this is a popular face to most of the farmers and distributors here. What we're guaranteeing as well is real-time sales support to help our farmers and distributors grow their businesses. Now to the industry at large, this investment means an enhanced and improved utilization of local raw materials, which we believe would grow the raw material industry and also translate to financial empowerment for local farmers. With the factory, we've substituted imports for local production, and what this means is over 90% of our raw materials are now sourced locally. By sourcing locally, what it means is what I said initially, so financial empowerment for our farmers, and also growth of the local raw material industry. Now it also means employment and skill transfer. I would say prior to when Tunga Nutrition started, we had 1 employee in Uganda. We started in 2022, in March. We grew to 9 people. As of today, I'm happy to share that we're at 70 employees in Uganda. And by 2025 and above, we have plans to grow to above 100 employees. This also means training and development for the skill force. Since inception, we've been able to invest over 140 million Ugandan shillings in training of our workforce, and we're committed to investing in growing our workforce. Now, you can't look into the future without looking at the past. Today, I would say that we're very proud at where we are, but we know that the job is not done. And we know that for us to get to where we want to be, which is our target, which is a happy farmer, we still need to do more. And our key focus would be in 2 main areas. The first is further feed cost reduction. As of today, we've been able to achieve above 15% reduction, but we strongly believe that we can drive further reduction. I think 10 to 20% reduction in feed cost is very, very possible, and this is what we'll be focusing on in the short and medium-term future. Also, improved product accessibility is our second goal. Where we want to be is a place where every farmer has access to our products. And to get there, we also realize that it's going to be an uphill battle, but one that we're ready for. Now, to drive feed cost reduction, our key focus is on 3 main areas. The first is recipe optimization. So as a business, one of the things that we do is we continue to optimize our formulas and recipes to ensure that we're able to provide the best quality feed at the cheapest cost. And this is our core focus going into 2024 and above. And beyond. The second is lower raw material costs. Now, one of the things that we're focused on is ensuring that we're able to get the cheapest raw materials, but then of the best quality. I know we have some of our suppliers here, and I know we have a lot of negotiations and toggle. Now you know that when we go back to the drawing table and when we negotiate, you know what we're trying to achieve, which is cheaper cost for the farmer. And finally, reduce production costs. So one of the things I want to do, we know that as we continue to scale the business, our production cost per ton will continue to reduce. And this is also our key focus. Now, on improved product accessibility, I think key here for us is partnership. So we know that the journey can't be, the journey isn't one that we can, go along alone. And we'll be leveraging the existing relationships that we have with our key distributors and also new distributors that are going to come on board. Now, we know to improve product accessibility, we need to also improve our presence across Uganda. Looking at the map, you'd see that most of our shops are centered around the central part of Uganda, and then we have some shops in the west and in the east. From this year, we're making efforts along with our key distributor Champrisa to see that we have more shops in the northern part of Uganda, more shops in the eastern part of Uganda, and more shops in the western part of Uganda. Our plan in 2024 is to grow the number of shops in the north, the east and the west by 10 shops. And we're very committed to achieving that as well. One other thing that we're doing is we've partnered with Joska Farmers World to ensure that we have mobile shops to deliver our Hendrix Complete Feed across Uganda. This we launched in Q1, we launched in January, and the plan is to see how we can grow this to ensure that every farm is able to have access to our Complete Feed. Another initiative that we've embarked on is the provision of small feed mills to most of our distributors. These feed mills has the capacity to produce 2 metric tons per hour of complete feed. And we believe that with the growth of this scheme, we should be able to ensure that all farmers have access to the best quality complete feed solution. And finally, for 2024, we're going digital. But then we realized that not all farmers have access to smartphones. So the best way to ensure that we increase our reach is through the use of USSD. So we'll be launching our USSD platform by the end of March. And we believe that with this, every farmer would be able to find a shop around them. They will be able to get real-time prices, get technical support, as well as get access to our feeds. And the goal here, as I mentioned, with these 2 areas that we want to focus on, is to increase the productivity and prosperity of our farmers. And by doing that, we believe that we would end up having a happy farm.
Chief guest, Honorable Frank Band.Babadde, Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industries and Fisheries, esteemed representatives of the New Vision Group, CEO Don Wanyama, and his colleagues working hard on the upcoming Harvest Money Expo. Esteemed representatives of Tunga Nutrition, Seaboard, Unga and Nutreco. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. It's a special privilege and a great pleasure for me to be with you here today as we have the opening of the feed animal of Tunga Nutrition. This is an important new investment in Uganda, with strong Dutch involvement here in the heart of Kampala. The combination of the opening of this feed mill with the launch of the Harvest Money Expo feels spot on for us, as we have a strong link with the Expo through our traditional Netherlands village and the incoming trade mission from the Netherlands in the same week. On top of that, we learned that the EXPO played an important role in the established link between Nutrego and UNGA, who have joined hands to enable the significant investment we are celebrating today. Tunga Nutrition has rehabilitated and upgraded what used to be a flour mill into this huge state-of-the-art feed factory. By undertaking this, Tunga Nutrition is targeting booming sectors in East Africa. The animal feed sector is growing rapidly, and animal feed is often expensive for farmers and the quality is suboptimal. So the construction of a factory in which high quality feed will be produced here in Uganda will address big growing demand and will combat some of the issues farmers are facing today in Uganda. And then the upcoming Harvest Money Expo this month. We are looking forward with great anticipation to the upcoming edition of this strong tradition. We will have again an exciting orange-colored Netherlands village showcasing a broad variety of Dutch agricultural connections with Uganda. 14 companies coming from the Netherlands exhibiting alongside Dutch and Ugandan companies already present here. Winners of the best farmer competitions and organizations that are implementing our food and nutrition security programs that we have been supporting. So there will be a lot to learn, new connections to be made and cooperation to be started, like the one of Nutrego and UNGA back in 2018. Furthermore, the EU and its member states are organizing the EU-Uganda Business Forum on 5 to 7 of March at Speak Resort. It will have four themes: agribusiness, minerals, infrastructure and energy, and digital tourism, creating opportunities for Uganda and European businesses to meet and create new business linkages. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to point out that an important goal of the Netherlands Embassy in Uganda is to make a contribution to Uganda's agricultural transformation process, as laid down in Vision 2040. This vision continues to guide our ongoing engagement in the sector. Our food and nutrition security portfolio, our agricultural attaché, our trade team, our investment activities, the Harvest Money Expo and the Best Farmer program are well aligned to this government vision and are a clear sign of our commitment to the agricultural transformation of Uganda. And like many of us here, the Netherlands Embassy believes that farming is a business. Farming creates wealth, and by investing in farming, family incomes increase, jobs are created, exports increase, and profitable agribusinesses pay taxes and the entire economy booms. Identification of the niches for value addition to primary agriculture by implementing new technologies, processing products and upgrading inputs provides lots of opportunities for Dutch companies to showcase their innovations and skills, and this is exactly what Tunga Nutrition is doing here. At the same time, Uganda and the rest of the world face a challenging period through post-COVID recovery, rising food prices, and the impact of climate change. In response to climate change, Uganda has prioritized climate-smart agriculture, with for instance a focus on sustainable land management and irrigation. Honourable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, you will find that Dutch-supported projects, knowledge institutions and businesses pay particular attention to these priorities, helping Ugandan farmers with the necessary adaptation to the changing circumstances. Our annual financial contribution to Uganda's food and nutrition security is projected to grow from 27 million this year to 38 million in the years to come. And today's event shows that on the heels of development cooperation, trade and investment will follow. Given the challenges in Uganda, I'll call upon you, Honourable Minister, your government, all policy makers, ourselves as development partners, the entrepreneurs and all stakeholders to join hands together to address the concrete challenges that these farmers, the Ugandan farmers, are struggling with nowadays, including fake agricultural inputs or poor veterinary and phytosanitary standards, the limited access to agri-finance or weak farmer institutions, inadequate extension services, post-harvest losses, and the lack of value addition to primary products. If we join hands to face these issues, then investments like these of Tunga Nutrition will become even more successful and impactful. As I conclude, it's my belief that investments like these of Tunga Nutrition are a good example of what is needed to add value to primary products and bolster the agricultural transformation as laid out in Uganda's 2040. And let me make clear that the Netherlands Embassy is here to stimulate investments like this with advice, problem-solving activities and other support. The Harvest Money Expo and the EU-Uganda Business Forum will be new events that can inspire people again to make the right connections, build new dreams and plans, make little step forward, or even be the next Tunga Nutrition. With these remarks, it's my great pleasure to invite the Honourable
ku bafama baffe bonna abalunzi bonna abaali bagenda olw'ensonga nga bagamba Hendricks abula Hendricks aggwawo ate nga Hendricks akola. Tubaaniriza essaawa yaakaakati nti buli omu waali abeere mugumu, akalungo katuwe kali mu ggwanga. Olw'ensonga kawongera n'okuyutilizinga local raw materials ze tulina wano. Ate teri nsonga lwaki twali tuimportinga raw materials ezimu ebweru ng'ate wano already zaali zikola ki weziri.
Koola abantu bajje mwoleso kubanga nti wanammwe era mugenda kubeerayo mu bujjuvu, ate biki bye mugenda okubanga mubatuusaako ng'oggyeko akalungo ako?
Buli mulunzi yenna gy'ali saagala koola mulunzi yekka nti okozesa akalungo ka Hendricks oba nedda, naye buli mulunzi yonna w'oli nkwaniriza ku mwoleso guno ogwa Harvest Money Expo. Mwoleso mulungi nnyo, jangu tuyige, jangu tusome, jangu tulabe, tugabane amagezi, experience gy'ofunye naffe experience gye tulina tiimu nnene nnyo ne bannaffe bonna buli omu waali nkukowoola, jangu oyige, jangu tuyige. Ensonda ze Uganda yonna abasinga nze bamanyidde nnyo Mambuka, Lira, Gulu, Mbale, Soroti, Jinja, balunzi bange bonna mbaniriza mbayita mbakowoola.
Waliwo ofa yonna ey'enjawulo nti omuntu bw'anaaba azze oba mu mwoleso waliwo akabeeyi akayinza okuba nga kakendezebwako okufuna kalungo kano?
Saagala nsuubize ku mpewo ku nsonga eyo, wabula kyenyinza okugamba nti ekikwatagana ku quality y'akalungo naddala aka Hendricks tekalinga wonaagamba nti ekintu kyonna ekirala kyoyinza ozanyisa nti mu miwendo omulunzi asobole osanyuka. Essira tuliteeka ku quality omulunzi afunemu. Leka tuwe customer oba omulunzi oyo ekintu kyasinga okwagala asobole okuganyulwamu. Enkomerero y'olunaku ye yennyini enkoko ze zigenda omusanyusa, faamu ye yegenda omusanyusa, awo wagenda okutwagalira yeyo efa gyagenda okusanyukira okusinga eno eyakalenda t-shirt n'ebbeeyi. Yesebo
tweyanze gawe bannaffe abatunga nutrition abakolera akalungo era bakoola gwali eyo nti jangu obeere ng'otwegattako mu mwoleso gwa Harvest Money ogugenda okutandika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 23 paka ng'ennaku z'omwezi 25. Nnaku 3 wali eri ekkololo okuyingira gujja kuba omutwalo gumu gwokka, naye bw'obanga weetaaga okwetaba mu misomo egyo gye nkutegezezaako emisomo 27 ku nsolo, ku nkoko, ku nnunda ey'ebyennyanja na buli kimu ojja kuba ng'oyongeramu omutwalo. Kitegeeza nti bw'obanga ojja ng'oyagala okuyingira n'okubeera mu misomo emitwalo 2, bw'obanga oyagala kujja kulambula bulambuzi nakubaako byogula ojja kubanga osasula omutwalo gumu gwokka wali ekololo osobole okulabika nti munange wegatta wamu ate n'ebbiina eryabo abalunzi ate nga kwotadde n'abalimi. Jjukira nti ne bannaffe nga bulijjo aba Dutch Embassy nabo batwegasseeko era ng'eno abasinga obungi abazze ndowooza temujjula kubanga ekyalo kya Netherlands oba ekya Budaaki kibeerawo mu bujjuvu nga kirimu amakampani amayitirivu ennyo era ng'okusinziira ku amyuka ambassador owa Netherlands ategezeza nti ku mulundi guno amakampani agasobeyo 40 okuva mu Netherlands ge gagenda okuba nga galeetebwa okulabika nti golesa ebintu ebyenjawulo mu byobulunzi n'obulimi. So nga ate ne bannaffe abalala bonna abagenda maaso n'okuba nga bakola mu nsonga ez'ebyobulimi n'obulunzi nabo webali okulabika nti bongera okututambuza. Minisita ow'ebyobulimi n'obulunzi Frank Tumwebaze wabadde agenda maaso n'okuba nga aggulawo omwoleso guno ategezeza nti nga gavumenti erina etteeka lyegenda okubanga ereeta erya animal feed law era nga lino kati ekyali biro ekyali mu kubanga eteekebwa era nga eri mu palamenti eyo ategeezezza nti kino kigendereddwamu okwongera okusitula omutindo ogw'ebyobulimi naddala emmere ey'ebisolo okulabika nti bitambula bulungi. Kakati gwali eyo omulunzi jangu mwoleso guno ensonga zino yongera okubanga ozinnyonnyoka bulungi nnyo kuba byonna bijja kubanga gyebiri embeera esobola okubanga etambulira ddala bulungi nnyo. Kale bwe tutyo bwe tutambudde olunaku olwaleero omwoleso ogwa Harvest Money gaggadde gumaze okubanga guggulwawo olunaku olwaleero era nga mbajjukiza nti gugenda kubanga gutandika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 23 paka ng'ennaku z'omwezi 25 February w'omwaka guno.